here with you today. I have been working in the banking system for more than 16 years now, and 14 of them have been in the financial analysis and the treasury department. Today we are going to talk about a very sensitive topic that not many people pay attention to. So our today's topic is my money safe in a cryptocurrency broker? So one of the things you need to do is to check if our broker is well regulated and well registered. This is a very interesting topic, and you shouldn't skip this at all. Because you need to make a question to yourself: are these funds protected from a financial compensation scheme? You may think this is not important at all. You may want to look at the charts, you may want to make money, but this is the most important part, because if you are going to forget that those money are going to create you other money, so you will not be on the right road of trading. So these are the things you need to pay attention when trading. So losing your entire account, is the worst case scenario that you may face during trading. This is why you should first check your broker. All the brokers have different certificates and they are open to the public. So it's very easy to check these days. So don't hesitate to do this. The reason I'm saying this is because we have two types of brokers that they are trading, and the actual, not only the cryptocurrency market, but also the financial market overall, the forex brokers, stock brokers are facing very big problems during this time. We have regulated brokers and unregulated brokers. These are divided in these two parts. And there is a big reason that they are divided. So regulated brokers have some specific overall. So your money in the regulated brokers are kept in segregated client bank account that has been specified in advance by regulators. So it means that your funds are never used for business activity from these brokers. So they will never spend your money. It means that the broker cannot use your money for trading activity, for many other different things related to the brokers, or for trading for different products that may have. So overall, your money are only your money. They will be safe on the segregated accounts. Even if the brokers go bankrupt, your money is safe from creditors. You will receive a full refund for the balance remaining in your trading account. So this is very simple for the well-regulated brokers. So don't hesitate to take your time, and just with 10 minutes you can check the brokers. This makes a big difference in trading, and also for our money. So let's say a simple example is that every day we trade. We risk amounts, small amounts, big amounts from our account. So this is a challenge that we do every day to double or triple our account. But let's imagine that you are choosing the wrong broker. At the moment that you are going to invest those money, you think that you invested, but you just gave this money to a person that you don't know who is behind this broker. So they are not institutions. They are just only scammers. So you just need to be careful from this type of false institutions. So we are going also to look at the part. So how does an honest broker provide income? Because this is very sensitive as well, that many people don't understand this process. The answer is very simple: with commissions. The main income for a regulated broker is from the spread and the various type of commissions that they apply. Different brokers have different commissions, so they are not applied in the same way. So just pay attention to this. You can pay commissions from every trade you make. They can have fixed commissions or flexible commissions. It depends from the amount that you are going to invest on your trading account. However, you don't have to judge the amount of the commissions that they charge all the time. So just don't focus on the small things. They are small things when it comes to your equity, to your account, to your money, because they are hard-earned money. Brokers can apply also, for example, depository fees. Many brokers have this type of fees. We have also brokers that offer different commissions for different products we trade, and we already know it. For example, in spot trading, in crypto broker, they offer different commissions from future trading, from margin trading. However, this is different from broker to broker. So, in general, these are all the ways an honest broker secures income. An honest broker will never call you to give you any personal advice on where you can invest and how you can make money. So these are not normal situations. An account manager from a broker, a well-regulated broker, can only call you once to let you know that he or she is there to help you when you need them. But that's all. They don't orient you in your way of trading or the way how you do things. They just let you on your own. They are just present all the time if you will need them. But let's look at the other things now for an unregulated broker. So that is something very different. Some basic features that unregulated brokers have, that many unregulated brokers offer large amount of bonuses that they are beyond normal. It means that most of the time these bonuses are over plus 50% of your initial deposit. So it doesn't make sense at all, because no one is going to give you money for free or for charity, because they will not have any chance at all to get those money back, the money that they are giving to you. So if you are going, let's say, to invest, you are going to invest $100,000. Does it make sense if they are going to give you for free $50,000 or more? It doesn't make sense at all. How much are you going to trade? How many commissions are you going to create for this broker? So a honest broker can't offer you those amount of money, because every broker has to pay for expenses, every broker has to pay for rents, for different things that is related with the operational work at all overall. So no one can give you money for free. So just be careful when we see this type of signals. These are the primary advertisement that we see around. Also, this type of scammers or unregulated brokers, probably they are not scammers, all of them. However, many of them are, as I have faced the same situation also. My friends also here in my country, we are having such kind of problems that they are cheating people around the world. So it's very difficult how this situation is presenting right now. And I will take also an example that about 3 months ago, here in my country, it was done a big issue with this type of unregulated brokers, that they were presented like they were working from another country, but on the other side, they are just cheating people to deposit in their accounts and to fill their pockets. So also the person that was speaking, that was presented like a broker's representative, he or she was just cheating the other person. So they make different type of schemes in order to cheat you. It's something that you shouldn't accept this. It smells bad since the beginning. It's very difficult. However, by human nature, we try to believe to these people, but these are some type of basic things that they usually do and how you can distinguish them. Also, this type of brokers offer very low spreads, probably close to zero in commissions that you can never find in the market. So they use this type of ways to seduce you. Another process. What is normal process for an unregulated broker? Most of the time they find your phone number. I don't know how they find this. So they will call you several times and they can make you various offers. So this is very something strange. So how can someone come out from nothing and to call you? Or probably you find their page and after that they don't stop ringing to your phone. So this is something that is not normal. A regulated broker or an institution that is there just to work honestly and to make money by commissions, they don't make this type of things. So these are not ethical from work ethic at all. So overall, they will make you believe that they will support you and they are your friends. So this is called social engineering, and this is spread too much during during the last decades. So it's the same like hackers, but the hackers are doing this work from their computers, and the social engineering tries to discover more about your personality, who you really are, how they can manipulate your feelings as a human being, how they can be your friends, and you can find them that they are good persons, that they are not cheating you. So these are very sensitive topics when it comes to unregulated brokers. So stay away from this type of persons because it's very easy to distinguish them. When they are too friendly, more than a normal employee should be, this is something that it's wrong all the time. It's not normal. So what they generally do? In this way, they tend to manipulate your feelings most of the time. Generally, they try to find your weak points as a human being. After that, they will try to convince you that you are going to be rich by investing, and this will be done in a very short period of time. So be careful, because in investing, it doesn't work at all in this way. So this topic that I'm raising now is not only that you should find a regulated broker, but you should also be conscious what is happening around, and you can find also this information useful in order to open your eyes when investing. It's very sensitive topic because many people are losing huge amount of money. Also, this type of scammers, what they try to do, they try to convince you that you have to invest. And at the first phase, they just will tell you that you need to deposit a small amount to test the broker. This is a normal process for them. And after you are going to believe to these people, to believe to the process, they leave you to withdraw some money in order for you to understand that this is a honest broker. So this happens the first time. And after that, they leave you to make profits. This is very common process for this. But the problem is that your funds are not in a segregated accounts. So we are speaking for a whole manipulated overall, a whole market that is manipulated for this type of brokers. So you are going to see only fake numbers on your platform. This is how it works. So the first time you make money, you will try to withdraw, all is good up to this moment. What happens after that? They will ask you to deposit more because you are going to be rich and you are going to make huge amount of money. And after that, you are going to add the equity on your trading account. Once you deposit more money in your account, you cannot get it back again. So after that, you cannot withdraw at all your money. And this is what you face with unregulated brokers. You can see that you are making profits, but those are not real profits. So just be careful and spend only 10 minutes for the regulated brokers. So during these days, we have all the information that is around the internet. So you can find it in a very easy way. So also a kid can find this type of information in the internet. And one beautiful day, this type of brokers, they will not talk to you anymore. So just be careful, because overall they are just stealing your money because none of the financial regulators are observing them. And these brokers, in most cases, operate from countries where financial regulators are weak and corrupt most of the time. So we don't have strong financial regulators. So to the bottom line is that you lose everything. So by knowing all of this personally, all the information I told you about, I know this information because of my work that I have done for more than 16 years now, so it's related with my work, with my desire to invest, to learn trading, because trading is not easy at all. At my beginning, I have been trading since 2009 from a desk dealer that it was very difficult to trade with a live trading platform. And after that, I went in a live trading platform. So also the information at that time, the technical analysis and also the other stuff were very limited. It was not as everything as it is now. So now we have more information that we can use in our benefit. So knowing all of this information that I told you above, I have been very skeptical of crypto brokers for many years, also for forex brokers, also for stock brokers. I thought, like many of you, what about my money? So this is a question that you should make to yourself. So just don't think about the profits that are not real profits, are not done yet. Also, if you do those profits, you should know how you can take your money back and your profits back. So we are going to go back in another topic here that is also sensitive. So in the beginning, what I face is that I didn't believe to the crypto brokers as well, because none of them were well regulated, and that was a big issue for me to believe in these brokers. We now have the opportunity to choose and trade with well-regulated ones. We are now sure that our money is in segregated bank account and not in the broker's account, as we explained. So if you are going to deposit money in a well-regulated broker, the broker will not use your money at all. So we have the broker and we have the bank. You deposit the money in the broker and the bank will hold your money. So they will be safe. It will be in the same way as you are going to put the money on the bank. So it's a very simple process. So overall, the money will be in the bank in both scenarios. Just on the first one, you deposit in the broker. In the second one, you deposit your money directly in the bank account. So they are both accessible and you can take them whenever you want. It's a very simple process. Just make this type of small researches. Also, another question that is normal that you can ask is why in some countries brokers are well regulated and some countries they are not. For example, look, we have US, we have United Kingdom, that they are not classifying all the brokers as regulated or well regulated. So you may think, is this an issue? Because we know that we have many good crypto brokers or forex brokers that they are not well regulated in these countries. So this is not a big issue at all. The problem is that specific countries have very strong requests when it comes to financial services. They may want the broker to have a license in US, UK, or Canada as well, because they only trust their financial institutions and regulators. So this is one of the reasons, because they want to keep safe the money of their citizens. And the specific financial regulators obliges you to have clients' funds in segregated accounts and in the banks that they have approved to do this process. So overall, these countries don't want the money to be on other countries. They want the money to be in the banks in their countries. But we can say that these brokers are not well regulated because UK or US is not accepting them. They maybe are in the process of doing these preparations to enter in those markets. Probably they have to deal with fees that sometimes are very expensive in this country. So it's a whole big process that I don't want to go on the topic. But overall, these brokers are well regulated because the rest of the other countries are trading with this right now. So, however, this does not mean that these brokers are not well regulated, as they are supervised by other financial institutions where they are also licensed. So, this is when it comes to the regulations. It's not something that it can be done in one way or another way. So just take your time, and I would advise every one of you to check the brokers and to believe in the well-regulated brokers. So at least this is what I usually do if I want to open an account in another new broker. So we have all the facilities during these days. So overall, I want to summarize all of this is that an unregulated broker is going to have all of your money in its pocket. But a well-regulated broker is going to place all the money on the bank account. The bank account is equal with the account that you are going to keep your money in the bank. So a well-regulated brokers is equal to the bank account. You may want to invest not too much. You may want to invest to be conservative in investing. That's up to you. However, you just need to know this basic information. Also, I want to share with you today some analysis that I find very useful, and also they are very interesting during these days that I'm looking at, because everyone is facing some difficulties, as I see, and also many of my followers are having difficulties. So I will begin with the first one. The first one is Bitcoin. As we have seen, this is the chart that I prepared during the previous time. It's a very interesting chart that I pointed out. As we can see on the lower part, I'm going to explain some fast details for the members that are watching now and that were not in the previous live session. The base of the structure that we are watching already here, it comes at 31,000. This is the support area that Bitcoin is facing a very strong momentum all the time when it comes down. So we can see how this is holding very strong. After this moment, price moved higher. We can see a small invalidation of the structure. And during this period of time, also in the media and the trading view that I use too often in the other social media platform, everyone was speaking about Bitcoin that was going to move higher. However, it is not something that is the rule of thumb that if this structure is broken, the price should continue moving higher. So just pay close attention to these situations. Most of the time, when the market is pumped too much, like in the situation that we are now, it is not going to go on the way how most of the people are already expecting. Most of the time it moves in the opposite direction. So this is something very funny overall. So what we can see here, at this point, we can see that price faced a very strong selling pressure, because we had a history that was on the left side, and now the price had a place where to refer, how the price should develop on the other side, on the right side. When it was on the first phase of development, this wave, it was something difficult, because this is called the no man's land, because the price was never been before. Look at all of this part was just empty. So this may happen again in the future if price is going to continue at this point. However, for that movement, it will be needed a lot of work. I don't see in the near future at all. So we just need to be realistic with our trading, not to dream too much. So after the price faced this type of resistance, what the structure tend to do is that the price tend to move back on the previous structures. These were the previous structures. They most of the time they work as magnet, as you can see. And look at the price that it moved down. It is not a rule of thumb that the price would go, but if it begins, this is a must for this type of daily structures. What we already see here at this point, because now we are going to see this part. This is the interesting part that we are going to analyze right now. Price made the first movement. This is the contraction, that this is showing that the market is losing the bearish momentum. It means that probably in the near future, the market is going to change direction at this point. And this is very interesting when it comes to the change of direction. Don't expect the price to just to change direction to make this breakout, how many people want it to happen, and the price is just going to move higher. In the first phases, the price tend to make the breakout, but after that we see type of corrections overall. The market need to understand that probably this is the moment that a new trend is going to come now. So we can be the first traders in this trade that we are going long on Bitcoin. Let's say that we bought this area, and it would have been great, a very good entry point. However, we don't have to rush on our trade because the market needs time to understand that the trend direction is changing. So we need just to be patient with this type of movements. So these are daily structures. Only for this part of the structure, if we go in deep details, only for this part, we can see that we have approximately 2 months. This is 50 days. If we go up to the breakout, this is more than 60 because the weekends are not included at this part. So how can you imagine that this is just going to move higher right now? So we need time to reverse all of this movement. Look at what the price is doing. So this is the next part. I don't like to explain the things that just our trade was at this point. We are having this breakout and this is the amount of money we did. No, it's not done in that way. This is just only a bad process in my opinion. So just be realistic in all the trades. So what the price is actually doing now. After breakout, how many people, traders expected, it is not going to move higher. Price is going to test some minor structures before it moves. And if we go on lower time frame, look at the lower time frame, because this is a type of analysis that it is not done every time that we trade. We just make this type of analysis only one, and we know what we have on the left of the structure. So look at what the price already did here. We had the price that broke out from the structure at this point. This is our breakout area. And price usually tends to test the previous structures where the price faced there is already resistance at those areas. So these areas, as we can see, are areas of interest from buyers and sellers. So you should be sure that when the price is going to be close to these areas, the price is going to react. So we will see movements. Let's go on the left side. So they will not be perfect all the time, as it happens, but they are areas overall. Look at what happens here. We can see price that broke up, found a resistance, moved lower again. So look at this area, how the price actually reacted. Just one moment. Look at the areas. One reaction. Look at the second reaction. Everything is happening in front of these candles. Look at the candles. I'm covering the shadows, the tails of the candles here. It is not a rule that once the price breaks out above these candles, it should continue moving higher. Look at the selling pressure here. What price did? It moved lower and came back in the structure area again. We can see the same situation also on the previous wave. Now this is becoming very interesting, and this is very a tricky situation as well, at the area where we are already now. I am going a bit in details in Bitcoin because Bitcoin deserves this type of attention, and it is followed by many traders. So look at what is happening, and this is very interesting. During the previous week, we were on the situation that price broke out. It was just right at this candle. It was above the structure that is coming from the left. So overall, this breakout doesn't mean anything. So the price could have been developed in many different ways here. Look at the scenarios that I have shared also during the previous time. The scenarios are built up in order for us to have a clear view what can happen in the coming days, in the future. So this was the scenario that I was expecting. The first one was that the price could have developed in a type of leg, because this is a normal pattern in developing. What we see is that during this development, we see one support area that is on the lower part of the structure and one that is on the upper part of the structure. So these are well-defined areas because we had the first movement down. And also the structure that we had from the left side was very strong. So let's see what the market is going to do right now. Market created this type of pattern, but it came in another shape. Price created this type of triangle. The problem with the patterns is that you can never anticipate a corrective pattern, and this is a big issue while we trade, and we need to be very careful. What happened is that price broke out. I have also shared this idea in my private profile. Price broke out from this pattern, and we can see that now it is moving down. Is this movement possible? Yes, it has all the chances that this can happen, because we have some data that we are collecting at this point. Look at this breakdown from this part of the structure. Now I'm going to add some details, and you will see that it's not that easy, as I said before. So you don't have to trade everything that you see. So this is a big mistake in trading. You just should focus in what fits better for you, in what you think that is trustful as a pattern or as a way of trading, or when you see the setups that you usually trade. So just don't jump in every trade. It's a very huge mistake. What I'm going to do right now is this part. I'm going to leave the part of the structure, because this is not easy at all. And I'll go to explain just a basic rule in technical analysis. in technical analysis, if price is going to move up, for example, we have movement that is developed in this way. This is a normal situation. You will understand why I'm explaining this, because many traders may think that we already know this and we don't want to know about this stuff. What the price usually do is that it creates higher highs and higher lows. So just be patient with this process, because it will be very interesting now. And what the price do when it comes lower, there are some situations when the price tend to test the previous structure high, that is this point here, and after that the price began the movement again. It moves in the direction of the new trend. So this is the new trend. In this way, price moves higher and it creates another higher high. So this is very interesting when it comes to technical analysis. And after that, we see it making another higher low. And let's suppose that price is coming to test the previous structure. It is broken resistance, and now this is turned into support area, and it moves higher again. The same thing the price do on the opposite direction. This is the opposite direction. I'm going shortly for this part. And this is a normal process. It doesn't work so beautiful all the time. So just this is basic stuff. So I'm going to delete this now. And you will see why the situation on Bitcoin is not so clear overall. Look at what the price is actually doing here. We are having these structures. I'm labeling only the small ones because they are in same proportions. So price is coming down, and actually it is facing and testing this support area. So if this was the first high of this part of the wave, I'm not going in to discuss the other part of the waves that we have here. Look at what is happening. Price made another high, and actually we are facing another higher low that is a potential higher low. Just let me move this. But on the other side, what do we have on the other side? Look at why this is a bit tricky as overall. What is happening? Price made the same thing here. It didn't came as one movement. Created structure, moved up, moved down. So this other movement, I'm going to make it red right now. It is doing approximately the same thing. It can test, it can move down. So this is why Bitcoin now is in a situation that I wouldn't like to trade at all, because both of these scenarios are possible. Even if the price will move from this point where it is now, it can move higher. Also, this is very possible, because if we go on other details, overall, this pattern can come also as an A, B, C pattern for this type of correction. So we are going through very advanced level of technical analysis now, because we are watching too many things at the same time. Look at how complex it is in this way. So this is a moment that you should choose what do you want to do. Do you want to go long or do you want to go short in Bitcoin? If you want to short, your stop loss should be above the support, the resistance area that is right now. So this is the only way when the price is going to test and it should move lower. So this is just a moment when you need to take a position. Long, short, it's not clear at all. For short positions, it is in this way. For long positions, if you want to see the blue scenario that I draw it here, then you should have your stops below the structure. However, those scenarios are risky when it comes to trading. So you need to see a better price development. It is not so clear. However, I am not bearish in this situation, but also considering the left structure, it doesn't create a good feeling in trading. So better leave this structure to create, to show more what is going to do. So if you are going to see a type of inverted head and shoulder pattern, probably when it will jump higher, it will confirm that the ABC correction completed and this is going to move higher. So this is the only way you need to see for corrected pattern. Otherwise, we may see the price to move to the base of the structure, and the base and the area here that we can see that was tested several times. It comes at 37.5, 37K for Bitcoin. So this can be also a potential scenario. I don't use Bitcoin only to look at the other things, the other cryptos. I use Bitcoin also because I like it to trade, and it's very interesting how the price will define the structures of the support and the resistance areas overall. So just be careful with Bitcoin because it's not clear for the moment. I want to go also through Ethereum as we have also some other minutes. Also, Ethereum has a beautiful structure as well. What Ethereum is actually doing right now, it is showing a very nice price reaction when it comes to harmonic patterns. I really like these patterns. We have the lower part of the structure that it comes at 1,800 approximately. We have the top of the structure that was before. These are areas of resistance when it comes for the upside movement, and we have also the previous structure resistance. So these are our areas. Just one moment to place the targets. This is going to be a very strong area in the future. What is happening on the lower part of the structure? When the price tested this area here, it comes at 1,800, we can see the movement. It came as a three-wave movement. After all, the price moved down, but we can see we are strong impulsive waves with small corrections overall. And here we have the completion of harmonic pattern. I'm going to place the targets for this pattern right now. Normal targets are 382 and 618 for the harmonic patterns. What we can see is that the 618 target, it's not too far, and most of the time the price tends to respect this type of targets when it comes to harmonic patterns. On the other hand, we have the price that bounced above this structure. So we are almost in the same situation as Bitcoin, but this is more clear. This is more clear because if we go on a lower time frame, look at how the price was developed. It was an aggressive movement overall. It was not a bearish movement. So we have also this pattern that is creating. I'm not ruling out the possibility that we can see a type of head and shoulder pattern and the price can move down again to test the previous structure. So everything is possible. For the moment, we can just block the price within these areas. One area and two. So this is our trading area. If price is going to break the structure, definitely it should continue to move lower and we can target these small structures here. Because as we can see, Ethereum doesn't make big structures. This is how it can work. But on the other hand, as long as we are having a first base, the price can develop also within this pattern. And the breakout above the top of the structure will definitely confirm that it should continue moving higher. Only on the breakout of the top. Until that moment, the price can continue developing between 3,150, 3,560. So this is a must when it comes in this situation. A breakdown from 3,150 will push the price lower to the next structure, 2,850. If we increase the chart, what can happen if the price is going to break the top of the structure? We will see that our 618 target, it's not too far. Look at the 618 target, 3,850. So that is the place where the price is moving right now. We have this bearish candle. However, this can be not a big issue because we can see also from this part that the price corrected and it may move higher as well. So all of these are the potential scenarios. So just keep in mind this type of structure that I have that I chart here, because this is very useful when you will trade. So hope you enjoyed the live session today, and I will expect you on the other ones. Thank you for watching, and it was a big pleasure. Bye-bye. Yeah.